Hi everybody. Well, have you ever noticed that there's gonna be a pleasant smell? I mean the sweet smell found in different kind of fruits like pineapple, apple, orange, mangoes, bananas, grapes, and what else? Pears as well. In addition to that, there are so many things like food, drinks, beverages also where we can find the sweet smell. What is the reason being? Why is it so? The reason actually the ester. So ester is a chemical compound which is responsible for the sweet smell. So let us know about it more in detail. I'm gonna tell you firstly about what is ester and how and the esterification reaction to be taken place. Afterwards, let's get going with some uses of esters, and of course I'm gonna introduce today the simulator, how we can handle the simulator to know the chemical reaction occur. Okay, so you get started. Let's get going. So, esterification is the process of formation of ester compound by using an acid and alcohol in the presence of an acid catalyst called sulfuric acid. Okay, so when acid and alcohol to be reacted together in presence of an kind of acid catalyst, here we have taken concentrated sulfuric acid, ester compound is formed. You can see here, right? This is ester compound and water to be produced. So this is the chemical formula for acid. It is called ethanoic acid, and here we have the ethanol. So it is known as concentrated sulfuric acid. Then the ester compound is known as ethyl ethanoate, and this is known as water. Clear? So this is actually the chemical reaction in the esterification. First, let us watch the video and then I will introduce the simulator later. So based on this video, the simulator will be helpful. Okay, so this video is about to study the reaction. Which reaction? Esterification reaction between alcohol and carboxylic acid. For performing these reactions, what are the material required? Let us understand first. So material required. In the lab, we need to have ethanoic acid about 3 ml and ethanol the same, concentrated sulfuric acid. Of course, distilled water we need to have, then sodium hydrogen carbonate. Here we have thermometer as well, and what we need to have, test tube, and then curve, measuring cylinders. Right side we have beaker, and here burner is needed, tripod stand, and the wire gauze, and here we have dropper as well, that there are some stand also required. So firstly, let us take in the measuring cylinder about 3 ml of ethanoic acid. So this is about how much? 3 ml. And after that has to be poured in the test tube. Here we have. And after ethanoic acid, we need to have ethanol. This is also the same quantity, about 3 ml. And then we need to mix it up with carboxylic acid, ethanol. We need to mix it. And then few drop of concentrated sulfuric acid to be added in that mixture of ethanol and ethanoic acid, where in the same test tube where we have already produced a mixture. After that, we need to put the curd, and then we have to have a clamp where the burner to be started. So make sure that the temperature must be 40 to 60 degrees Celsius. If it is above that, then it's gonna be an unwanted product could be produced. Therefore, the temperature should be carefully measured. It should not cross more than 60 degrees Celsius. Okay, if not, the result can be unwanted result. Or solution to be added in the sodium hydrogen carbonate. Why we have added this sodium carbonate? Why this solution has been added in the sodium hydrogen carbonate? To remove the unreactive ethanoic acid. So use of sodium hydrogen carbonate will remove the unreactive ethanoic acid from the reaction mixture. Alright, so in this way you can make it, and the solution you just smell it. Keep near to you, you will get the sweet smell. So the odor you can easily differentiate how the smell of ethanoic acid, then ethanol, and the ester will be really very good smell. This is the now let me tell you, based on the video, how we use the simulator. Simulator is basically how the activities performed in the video. Same way we have to use and to find out the ester compound. Okay, so let me just share you. the file over there. Okay, so this is the esterification reaction same, but it is a simulator. Okay, so simulator you have to operate by yourself. How the video was describing, how you have actually watched in the video, the steps, the same way you can follow up. So in this diagram you could see ethanoic acid is there. It's about 3 ml of ethanoic acid is already there. Okay, so in this diagram we have the measuring cylinder which contain 3 ml as well, and the right side we have concentrated sulfuric acid. The first step is to take ethanol about 3 ml and pour in the ethanoic acid. Now I'm pouring it. Then the secondly, now already the mixture is created. Here already we have mixture of ethanoic acid and ethanol. The second step is to pour the concentrated sulfuric acid here. Now about 5 drops of concentrated sulfuric acid we have added in the mixtures. Okay, after adding you just put the cork. Then now the chemical reactions started already. So the next step, now what we do, we have already in this diagrams clamp, thermometer, and the reaction mixtures, and burner, Bunsen burner also present with including all the materials. Okay, now the mixtures to be fixed in the clamp. Okay, so there is a mixture of ethanol and ethanoic acid. Okay, and then the thermometer to be fixed properly, and we start the burner. All right, so you started it. Make sure that the temperature range must be this to this. All right, now what we do, you stop the burner. Okay, and stop the burner. After stopping, you just shake it for a while. Okay, now remove it slowly. Now we have already removed the thermometer, and afterward this solution, the solution you prepared it just now, that has to be poured in the sodium hydrogen carbonate. Okay, you have to take it out and we should pour in the sodium hydrogen carbonate. Now we can see some bubbles from the test tube, and we have added in the sodium hydrogen carbonate solution, right? We'll be asking questions that why, teacher, is really necessary to add in the sodium hydrogen carbonate. I'd say yes. The reason being, when the prepared solution we have just added in the sodium hydrogen carbonate is basically, remove the unreacted ethanoic acid or alcohol. Okay, it can make the pure form of ester. Right, so in this way actually we can make it the ester compound. This is all the experimental setting. All right, so this is called simulator, so you can use by yourself. It is fine as long as you can handle it. So this way also you can study, so therefore you can practice well, and you can do virtually the activity, and after that you can just come to the science lab and practice the same way, the same procedure also you can follow up. That's going to help you. Okay, now let me tell you the uses of esters. Now let me tell you how the ester to be used in our day-to-day life. Okay, use as daily life application of esters, or uses of esters in our daily life. Clear? The first uses where we use the ester can be used for perfumes and fragrance. So whatever the scent we apply, especially let's say you are going application of ester, or we can say just uses of ester in our day-to-day life. Okay, the first uses is about perfumes and fragrances. The ester compound can be used to make perfumes and fragrances. Of course, you know that how the perfumes can be used or fragrances can be used in our day-to-day life activity. Yes or no? So in fact, let's say you're gonna go outside market probably, or maybe you go for some work or go for some functions. We tend to use perfume, scent, right? So what scent do you use? Fog or some temptations maybe?
there are some different brands of perfumes and fragrances you can use. Bodies perfumes are there, and cloth purpose also there are many brands of perfumes. The second use is basically also very useful, like making flavor. Okay, flavoring the food and beverages. So the ester compound is actually used to flavor the food. What flavor do you like? You orange flavor, or drink some kind of drinks, so you choose for the flavor. Okay, which flavor do you like? So people are actually interested in many flavor. They can be orange or pineapple, or can be pomegranate. So there are many flavors. So based on the needs, the food or the fruits or drinks can be flavored. All right, the second use is, then now comes to the third uses. The third uses is basically a solvent. So ester also can be used as a solvent. So whenever we are actually constructing our new houses, or sometimes the old house also, we tend to paint it, right? So after painting, if it is dried up, the varnish and all the painting things, right? So what we use solvent to remove the paints. Okay, so let's paint thinner also we can say. So paint thinner can be made out of ester compound. Now what about the fourth uses? So fourth use is basically the plastics. So ester is also used to make plastics, especially the vital uses, I'd say, the important uses, I'd say, like how we can use the ester compound in plastic production. The cloth I wear, or you people wear, so we use like a polyester cloth, or polyvinyl chloride, or there are so many kind of clothing which is made out of ester. So the ester also to be used in the drugs industry or medicine industry, I'd say. How? Let's say having pain today, your body pain or leg pain, whatever it is. So you tend to use painkiller, right? So that we basically get aspirin. So aspirin also made out of ester compound. So there are so many uses of ester. So just I have named here 5. Well, it is also a very interesting to know that what are the type of ester present in different type of fruits. Okay, here I can show you. What is the first fruit name? It's pineapple. Yes or no? So pineapples produces kind of a sweet smell. That is because of ester. That ester name is called ethyl butanoate. Okay, ethyl butanoate. And how about the orange? Orange also gives you, orange also produces some smell. Yes or no? Orange also produces sweet smells. While eating, you can actually notice it. That's because of the ethyl acetate. So it is an ester. So this ester is present, and this is the ester responsible for the smell of oranges. How about bananas? Bananas also produces some smells, so that also sweet smell. And what is the chemical responsible for the same ester? So here the type of ester is about isoamyl acetate. In banana we use the ester compound. The name of the ester is for isoamyl acetate. And how about the pears? So pears we use the ethyl propanoate. So this is also type of ester basically found in this fruit pear. The pear is containing ethyl propanoate. So there are many type of esters that found in the fruit and vegetables and artificial.
Well, I think this video is pretty clear, and you might have understood about the esterification reactions, how it has to be carried out in the science lab, and how we're going to use esters in our day-to-day life activities in sort of like food, beverages, and the drinks as well. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. Have a lovely day. See you next time.